to take that line out.
That's correct.
And
Right. Yeah, here it is. This is that. Yeah. See
He's
this?
gonna do this, so he'd be able to do it.
This is this. Right here. So this line comes out. And he's getting all that.
So then this lot here is 3.191 acres?
Right.
altogether.
Okay.
Because what happened was,
What's that, John?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Tomas, that, there was a trailer on that, there was a trailer on that very little piece there.
Oh, okay.
Art,
Yeah,
there was a trailer on that very little piece.
yes,
And,
okay.
and somebody bought that property thinking that they were gonna build on it. And he dragged the trailer was falling apart anyways. He dragged that off and he was about to build, and that trailer hasn't been used in a long, long time. I said, you know, I don't think you're gonna be able to do that.
So that's how this is getting merged
A
together?
half an acre, and it's a 3-acre zoning.
So this gives them
So Mr. Crawford said, I'll sell you 2.5 acres. Since Mr. Crawford is dividing 10 acres out because he was trying to get a mortgage on his house that has a little log cabin there. And that's what the bank will agree to, is 10 acres. So he needs to get that subdivided out so that he can get it approved by the bank. So of course he's, he's eager to get moving so he can get his mortgage, get the money for that.
So this is Bambuzio, yeah.
So at the same time, he's going to do that boundary line agreement with his neighbor on the other side to help him out. Okay. So that's the purpose of it all. It's 81 some acres left over. There's plenty of areas in there to find perk test or built sites.
Now, this is a buildable lot now,
Yeah, I mean,
but nobody's coming to us for,
it had, no, he's not coming yet. There's a septic system already there for the trailer that was there. But he doesn't have enough size. He shared a well, so I don't know how that would go, whether he continue to share the well or drill a new one since he's got enough property now to do so. But I mean, even with the setback in the way, he could have kept that, built on that little lot there. 25-foot setbacks on the sides. I guess we're requesting if we can get a public hearing on this subject. And he was begging me for a special meeting for the planning board, but I told him it's up to the planning board. Because he's, like I say, he's trying to get the money for the mortgage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
don't
for
see any problem with
subdivision, the abutters have to be notified.
And we have a special meeting now.
I'd like to do that because I have to do that. I know John is a nice guy and I'd love to do it. But then the next guy's gonna say, hey,
All right, so I would like to,
I'll make a motion that we set a date for a public hearing. Well, it would be at the next planning board meeting. There has to be so many
There must be some kind of date.
days.
Public notice?
Gotta have public notice, that's when the paper.
Yeah, that's just gotta be 10 days prior to, so
Yeah.
we usually do it for the next scheduled planning board meeting.
So it would be before the meeting. I mean, yeah.
So it would be
Saturday.
before the
The
meeting.
first thing would be
sometime.
the public hearing.
First,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 10 days. It's 10 days?
It is there.
Yeah, it's a month till the
It's
next
a month,
meeting.
so the next
Okay.
meeting.
Can we have it before the workshop?
We have it,
You wanna
well,
do
that would
that?
just make it
That would
a,
be a special meeting if you
it
had.
No,
would,
and
if we
then
don't
we can't
televise the workshop
Oh, I
meetings,
see.
and we have
Can't
to
vote then.
televise
Okay.
this.
Okay.
So it's customary to do it at the next
Okay.
scheduled meeting.
Does someone second?
I'll second. Who made the motion?
Okay.
Are these maps for us to keep?
Sure.
Then we give them back to you, you give them back to us, so you can carry them?
Let me know if ever you want to go check out these sites that, be fixing out.
So that date is what? I don't have my calendar. It's gonna be the second Wednesday in October.
The
It's the 8th? Is it the 8th? It is. Okay.
Should we have had a resolution scheduling?
Well,
Joanne made a
What?
motion. She motioned to
Yeah.
We had a
schedule.
pre.
Yeah,
well, moving forward,
Moving
like next
forward,
month, we
yeah.
would have a
Yeah, that'd be
resolution.
great,
Yeah, for a public hearing and for the acceptance of goods applications, things like that. So we're gonna do a roll call on the motion for the public hearing for John Crawford's property. Okay?
Yes.
Kathy Jordan,
Yes.
Art Crispy, John Horn,
Yes.
Joanne Cal,
Yes.
Alan Shiner,
Yes.
Clifford Bluvo.
Yes.
What are you showing now?
Mr. Kimball's property.
Can we see this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Self-storage. Yeah, this is the fishing.
Merit?
Selling this
Yeah,
to.
Merritt Tackle is too small, also a lot for that area. It's a 3-acre. No, it's an acre and a half. There's a hamlet business, but there's no community sewer or water. So he has to have an acre and a half, and there's only an acre there. But Tom's would like to transfer 2.5 acres to him. So it'd be a boundary line agreement.
So this is
Got 2 lots and you're ending up with 2
the lot
lots.
line adjustment
Yes.
for Tintle?
The acreage is in the center there of what the change would be. If you remember, this is the same area that he came to us before. We was thinking of building storage shed. But now he's just decided against that, and he's just transferring that over to Merritt Tackle. That's what he would like to do.
This the way?
No,
No.
I would call it Merritt Tackle,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's a
Right, no, they're not there anymore.
Yeah, the new owner requested it, but I've got to get his name and signature. Should have on there, I think it's the old name.
So you don't know the name of the man who owns that property now?
Yeah, I don't have it with me tonight, I don't know who that was.
Transferring it over to him, you know, for what purpose?
To expand the size of his lot, so he has a regular sized lot.
To do what?
I don't know. I don't know what his business is gonna be. He would have to come before us with a site plan, whatever business that would be. Right?
That's going to be referred to us if he comes to the zoning, to the building inspector, then they would refer it to us.
Yes.
That's
If he wants to do anything, after he makes it bigger.
Unless he has a tackle business. that-
Right.
Change it.
But if it's a change of use,
So if
he
there's a
has,
change of use.
yes, to see us.
Okay. So they were originally given a variance or something, or, special use to have the tackle shop
I
there?
don't know.
How, are they zoned residential?
No, that's.
Commercial.
So then they don't need a permit to run business on commercial property, so we wouldn't need to go to anyone.
No, if it's a change of use.
Change of use. Every time there's a change of use.
But what
they
if
have
it's
to
the same category?
Right.
If it's
Would that apply though on a commercial property who doesn't require a permit to run a business anyway?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Does it?
Always
Okay.
does require a permit. What happens here, and the simplest way to say it is, if it comes before site plan review, say for example, well, you have a Merrick Tackle, and most of their business was mail order, and then a restaurant comes in, okay?
Gotcha.
Well, now you got 25 cars there every night,
Right.
instead of 2 cars,
Okay.
putting things in boxes. So that's why every time
Creates liability, so you need to review it for.
there's every time there's a change of use, it's supposed to come for a site plan review.
Gotcha.
What if it was another mail order company? Would it still have to?
If it's deemed similar in nature, it still comes to us, but we can deem it similar in nature and, you know.
I see.
Unless
But
it's
see,
been-
what's gonna happen too is, I'm sorry, Don, I didn't.
Unless it's been vacant for over 5 years.
Yeah, then,
And then you gotta
Right.
treat it just like a
Like it's
new.
brand new.
yeah.
Unless,
And then,
okay.
and
that's
then
good to
you,
know.
the questions we'll ask is signage, lighting, parking, dumpster location, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so, this is just a boundary line adjustment. We don't need public hearing or anything on boundary line adjustments. And I would look to see if we can have an approval of this.
It's not a subdivision,
No, because he's
No, if
transferring it to this owner.
If you have 2 lots and you end up with 2 lots, it's not a subdivision, it's just a boundary line.
even though there's 2 different owners. Oh, okay,
You do a
yeah.
boundary line adjustment between 2 different owners.
Okay. It doesn't have to be all the same.
They don't need a subdivision.
So we don't really have to know who the new owner is.
I'm not used to hearing boundary line adjustment.
Oh, okay.
They always say lot line adjustment, but what I was doing was looking it up in the ordinance, find out how we should write it.
Okay. It's upstairs, everything says lot line adjustment.
Yeah, that's, I know, I'm pretty sure.
I think
it's
this
lot
is
line
surveyor jargon.
Well, there's different planning boards have different,
adjustment. I'm
different
99% sure it's lot line adjustment.
So for Shandaken, that's what's on the application. is
lot line adjustment.
Yeah, it says here, application for lot line adjustment.
Are there any questions concerning Mr. Tinsel?
Do we need the other property owner's name?
Yes.
To approve this?
Yes, I would ask that we have approval conditioned on the both owners' signatures, of course, on the application and on the map.
So we're looking for, so a motion to accept the application based on approval of the second property owner. So something in writing from the second property, the second parcel owner stated that he has no problem giving some of his
Well,
property.
his name will be on the application and on the map.
Well, okay.
And then they'll both sign it?
Yes.
Okay.
So would anyone like to make a motion based on those terms and conditions?
Yes, I will make the motion.
Second.
Was that John?
Yes.
Kathy Jordan?
Yes.
Art Christie?
Yes.
John Horn?
Yes.
Joanne Carroll? Yes. Alan Shiner?
Yes.
Clifford Booper?
Yes.
Third one is preliminary map to show you what this person intends to do. So you had Kurt Wilson come before you before. We had a 3 acres and we put it back into the larger acre that he had. But they asked next door to him, this is his 2 brothers that own this property next door, and they want to subdivide it into 2 lots.
So this is gonna be Paul Wilson,
Yeah.
here's the application.
Paul and Dean Wilson. So this is preliminary,
Where is this located?
Wasco Road, after Clark's house and before Gitters.
Now, this property here is the other road. Which one is the one that we gave back?
Yeah, right, that one, yeah.
This one. Now,
That
this is
one right there,
This
yeah.
is just trying
That's
to-
the one we did
Now,
before.
this is between him and DJ.
Yeah, that was one big lot, those 2 that I showed, they were acres. Now,
Are there houses on this lot?
there's a cabin on the one, you see right here.
And that's it?
Yep,
And where's the road? Is this it?
Lost Road, yeah,
Does the road go here?
yeah.
So where will this be?
road can come out right there.
Well, it's really upside down there.
What's that?
It's upside down. Because this is the one we fixed.
Well, you have
These two are the ones
Oh, I
going,
see. Yeah,
because that's the road, the road. is
yeah, I always
here.
put north, I always put north straight up the page, that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is, like I stamped on there preliminary, I gotta put the adjoining owners yet on there, but this is just to show you how big the pieces are. This was all one big piece, and now they're subdividing it into 29.42 and 29.38. So,
Is there a road coming into this piece now?
No, it's a street.
there is a road. It looks like, Joanne's got the best copy, because the road's been...
This one here, this little thing here,
Yeah, this is.
or this?
There's a road right here,
Oh, this the road, okay.
yeah.
There's
There's a road that goes up
What's
there.
that corner?
Yeah.
Oh, they
there's
all
a-
3 have frontage.
There's a camper up there,
Yeah.
and during the storms we had a few years ago, trees fell over on top of it and squished it. So there's a road that goes up to that. But this is a regular cabin, they come every so often and stay there.
And where's Wilson's cabin?
There's a cabin here, and there's a cabin
It's
here.
gotta be on this
That's
one,
not
yeah, that's the one
part
I'm talking about.
This doesn't extend anymore.
Yeah, it goes,
This goes further?
it goes all the way to Gitters.
Also, Norway
Oh, so this is
house.
way before Gibbons' property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where Clark Bennett lives? He lives here anyways.
So this was the other piece that we,
Yes. So this was all one big piece. And we're
so what is it,
asking-
3 brothers?
Yes. One owned that piece and 2 owned this big huge piece, and they want to subdivide it so each one has their own. That's the purpose of it. And the reason why the line looks, it's not a straight line back and stuff is because of the contour of the land and just to make sure that we got somewhat equal sized lots.
So this last lot here has over 200 feet of road frontage?
Yes.
It's 200 feet per inch, it looks like it's a...
Looks like 266, it looks like you have written here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about 266 feet.
Doesn't all this go up
Yep.
into that? Or is it a big
No big hill.
hill? Like it is.
So what I'm asking is there anything that the planning board would want other than Of course, I'll have all the necessary wordage in the adjoining owners on the final plat. This is a sketch plan, a preliminary plan to put before you so you know what's
Article
coming.
is necessary or not? I mean, you know the land,
I don't think so, but if you want to take a look at the property up there, I mean, because, like I said, he did live in this camper, you know, not live, but he'd come up there and stay. And the same with this cabin. It was a weekend.
If this fellow wanted to put a cabin or a house there, he couldn't put it down there. He's not enough room, right? He'd have to put it up here.
Well, he could. This is 200 feet to the inch, so
Right.
there's plenty of room there. Yeah.
Yeah, because it just all, from the road, it just slopes all the way up.
Yeah, it's not a bad, it doesn't start, there's actually a stone wall right here where my pen is. Comes across like that. And then from that stone wall, it starts to go up pretty steep. But it's still buildable.
So
but-
that's about 300 feet back,
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
That's the size of most people's properties.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So bring the finished one.
Okay, I'll have a location map and I can put contours on that location map in the corner of that. So that, I'll bring that to the next meeting and then hopefully we can schedule a public hearing. The other one I didn't have time to get, I'm in trouble. Does anybody want this, anybody gonna go visit this piece of property? Or?
I'll drive up there. Because I've never seen that old cabin in the middle of it. I've never seen a cabin. I'm curious to see where that is.
It's in better shape than the other.
There's the other Wilson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the other one can't walk into, it's too dangerous.
Oh, that's why they had first subdivided it, because we wanted to rebuild it.
Rebuilt, yeah.
So the
He's
one,
doing well. He's doing well
Why did you put the land back together? Oh, probably because of
there. It was causing a lot of problems with his brother and with the right of way and. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna make a motion to accept Mr. Wilson's subdivision application and schedule a public hearing for.
No.
No,
That's
that's a preliminary map.
Oh, okay.
We just discussed it as a preliminary tonight, and he's going to be bringing,
So that'll be at next
well,
month.
it's not even preliminary, it's some
So
information.
we're not, okay, so then we're not, so this application not ready yet?
No, that's your other
For
application, I
Wilson?
believe.
You just hang on to Wilson and then you'll get the revised map.
So,
At the next meeting. I'll look at it.
so we're not doing a public hearing for Wilson at next month?
Right.
Right. No map.
We
Just for the other.
We reviewed that application, his map. Next month, we review the final.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize, because I wasn't at the workshop meeting, I didn't realize he wasn't, you didn't do that one then. So I thought you reviewed that application at the workshop meeting, I'm sorry.
No, I saw the number of it into the issue.
Might easy to get into.
Sorry, Dawn.
Okay, come back to your seat. I'll go inside.
It's not that generational. That's what a license is.
So it was just a review, just a preliminary maps for the subdivision, just a review of preliminary maps. Okay. Preliminary plats.
And we don't have a report for the county.
Did anything happen with Andrews Lane? Anybody go up there? Did you go there?
What? I was telling you that. I asked them. They said, what the hell? I said, well, can you further clarify with the planning board? Because I know you said it was Andrews Lane and was behind Cadway, but that was.
On the other side of the street.
Right, that's what I mean, like behind all
Up there on the
those
hill.
buildings, right.
Because he knows that building, he worked there.
So what was the actual issue?
The man came to us months ago and said he was gonna make it a hotel, a catering, a wedding place.
Do you know what the actual address was, or what his name is, or anything that's like an actual identifying
He only
marker?
brought us pictures of what he was gonna, how he was gonna.
What was that, what's the name of that lane?
Andrew Lane,
Andrew.
but we don't know a number or a name or anything.
No, wait a minute, I think that's.
Well,
in your notes.
he had come before us before, so there
Yes.
should be some record of it somewhere.
Yeah,
You
I
weren't
don't know
here.
who he was,
Yeah, she
though,
was
so
here.
you weren't
You weren't
able
here.
to find it. No, you have fun upstairs trying to find records.
That's why we're gonna put
We don't know the
everything,
name.
section block a lot from now on.
Yeah, because that's what I'm doing. Anything that I touch on, any parcel, any property owner, any person I talk to, I'm putting notes on every person in each one of the 3,500 blocks in Shandaken will have.
No, it just says the building on Andrew Lane.
Yeah, because that's how it was said at the last
Yeah.
meeting to me.
Yeah.
And so that's all I had to go on.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come up with a procedure when we grant approval of something, that we can, have some type of procedure where we contact the, building department and explain that what we gave approval of, needs to be
Well,
enforced.
since I'm the point person,